Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalvis, and we return to Carnivores Genesis. We are going to go back and actually try to get ourselves a Carnotaurus this week. Last week they were really giving us quite the difficulty. However, I did manage, or I thought I had managed, yeah, there we go, to get the C1 rifle. So we're going to be, we're going to take both, although I'm hoping the C1 rifle kind of lives up to the powerhouse that it has been so far, because I had to do a couple of Dilophosaurus hunts using it, and oh boy, the C1 rifle is just such a satisfying weapon to use. But we're going to try this, go after a few Carnotaurus, try to take one properly down so we can get a good look at it. But everything is looking pretty good. You guys saw last week that they bullied us quite a bit. Now it's time for us to be the bullies, so we're going to hop into the woods of Taranchox and see what we can do. So let's head on in. Okay, I'm about to release us from the command prompt, but I just want you to hear and see our luck as soon as I do so. They're mean SOBs. We're going to restart. Okay, we're loaded in. And thankfully, I think we are alone right now. So that's good. I don't know for some reason why I got a little bit of a stinging under my eye there. Either way, we are on the... Okay, so we're in the kind of eastern area. Oh, hello. Okay, I think that's the only one in the area. Man, they are fast even when they're just, like, idle. Okay, so we got the C1 rifle. We're basically going to have to try to... powerhouse... and take him down. There we go. So it looks like 3 shots from the C1 rifle is what it takes to get down a Carnotaurus. So they definitely need a heavy amount of firepower for it. Kinda wish your head didn't quite get stuck in the ground as much, though, but at least we got a good look at you. And I gotta admit, the tiger kind of striping pattern to it really works well. Feet are a little strange. But overall, it is a very good look. Now, I've not played the Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter that's for mobile, which is where I believe the model and textures and that all came from for this guy. Or, well, at one time they did. I think reading on the wiki, it also got updated to a different look, but that's kind of where this guy originated from, and I do have to admit, I do think he is his own more unique dinosaur. He's one of Genesis's more unique roster animals. And it does seem that we just didn't have the right firepower to take them down. That's one thing about the mods that don't use the mortal zones, is generally it's more you'll feel the weapons are inadequate as you're kind of going down. Like Mandible had that as well to it. Oh, I think we might actually try. And the wind might give us away. But we do have the river, so I don't know if it'll get slowed down by the river or not. Hopefully... No, wind, what are you doing? Wind, thank you. Yeah, come back, thank you. I don't want you giving us away too early. See if we can get the second guy across the river, and I don't know if he'll be slowed down by the water, because he's a bit of a tall one. I don't know if he'll be like the Dilophosaurus that we were hunting and got slowed down here or not. Oh, I actually spooked him away with that shot. I don't know if it actually hit him or not, so we're probably just going to stick to the water's edge. I think that'll give us the most visibility towards the area he's been running off. And then we can see from there. But hopefully, I'd like to try to get him maybe right on the beach coming towards us, because that way, if he does go, he almost might, like, levitate over the water, which will give us a very nice look at that head. Thought I might have heard something kind of stomping about, but doesn't look like it. Okay, maybe just my imagination a little bit there. Again, I'm on edge after last week's hunt trying to go after these guys. They were really, really bullies to us. So it feels really good to be able to kind of turn the tables a bit. And I gotta admit, C1 is so satisfying. Not just because of the firepower it has, but because of how accurate it is with the iron sights. Like, that's one of the things about Jurassic Park Hunter Legends that, well, you guys will probably have seen last week the little clip of me trying against that parasaur. It feels like, as much as you'll line it up, it's almost like you have to roll the dice every time you take a shot. I can't say I over-enjoy that, coupled with the fact that the mortal zones are really punishing if you do not get them. Oh! So we did land the shot, although I did not expect him to go for a swim. So that's a little bit interesting. I thought he would have kind of stuck around the cape here, but I guess he went right across to the other area there. So that is going to prove a little bit difficult for us. And that is a strong wind. Holy crap, just looking at the compass. Oh, just a friendly brachiosaur down there. Okay, how am I going to do this? Because if I try going that way... Okay, well, at least the no reply, I think, is a good sign that we can do a little bit of swimming to get over to this area. And then we'll see with the blood trail. So we just gotta track our way along, and then once we get up there, we can get a little bit of a better look. I feel like he's just on the other side of that hill, and he's going to surprise us if we try moving a little too far inland, but you never know. It also is the case that he didn't respond, so I don't think he's super close. As long as we can kind of keep our wits about us and land these shots, we should be good. It actually looks like the blood trail might have ended right there. Just that one little red... Oh, no, it kept going up. Just going to keep this out and at the ready because we don't know exactly where he is. I think somewhere over there. But until we get a visual... It's kind of the case of you don't want to get tunnel vision into thinking he's in one direction and then you hear the rushing up to you from another. Okay, so there's the Gallimimus out there. It's a bit dangerous, but I'm going to call. Now, I'm not entirely sure where that actually came from. Doesn't help the ambience kind of followed up right afterwards. Sounds like over this way? Ah! Why are the weapons so slow? Son of a... We'll restart. Okay, I do gotta admit, I hate how slow the damn weapons are to do anything with. Like, it's not bad if you're fully loaded, but again, you can't manually reload after you've taken a few shots. The engine is not very nice. I kind of... That's the thing where I sort of like where each set of ammo, you don't have multiple reloads before you're completely out of the... Or, how do I want to phrase this? Okay, let's take the rifle. I think you get 4 shots. I don't know if you actually get all 5. Maybe you do get all 5 before you have to reload. It's hard to say. I know the pistol is one where you got, like... How many shots was that? I think you got 10 shots, then after 6, you would load 4. And then if you had the double ammo, it might actually load the 6. I don't know for sure, but... it basically seems like if you're going to use a weapon, you might as well empty the entire clip to get the long reload animation to play, and then go hunting again. Okay, sounds like it's from over this way. I mean, that's the only way I see the weapons really working right now, because it is so slow to... Like, what we'll do is probably try taking down another Carno, get a good look at it. We're not going to go after multiple, because as we've seen, we do need some heavy firepower for it. Oh. Okay. Now that is one issue I have, is too sensitive of the animal. We literally saw it come into render range for a second, and we're walking towards it, and poof, gone again. Like, I have the camouflage on. So, oh my god, does camouflage even do anything? Aside from reduce your point total at the end. Okay, well there's something. We're not going to call them in. And I don't really want to take a shot this far out, because more than likely it'll probably be like the other one that we had encountered, and it'll go running for days. So I might even just get to the top of this hill, crouch down, and try to get the shots in. I clicked to fire! We'll do one more. It's too... We're heading back, we're heading back, we're heading back. Too goddamn slow for doing shit. There's no reason it should be that long of a back. Like, come on. I should have had more shots off on those two at the end there. But it does seem like if you're going to get towards this area, you need the C1 or stronger for stuff like that. So it's probably going to be... We'll have to work on getting our point totals up. We'll probably take the C1 and go after some of the other bits of the roster. Like, maybe we'll do a Utah Sinraptor hunt on... Ooh, Ruins of Atar. That might be a good one for... Actually, you know what? Maybe instead we're going to take the time, because we don't have much video really left to go, and do the C1 with the Dilophosaurs on Trophy Beachhead. This is sort of my farming setup, so we'll go for one hunt and actually get something done this week, and head on out. Okay, so we're loaded in here now. I got the compound bow, I just figure I might as well bring it because I do like it anyway. Okay, nothing over here, so I'm going to run over to this little island here. Now, the Dilophosaurs usually drop within 1 to 2 shots of the C1 rifle, so we're probably going to be able to use that as a nice way of just any we encounter being able to take down easy, get us a few points loading in. And then next week probably do, maybe just take the C1 and go after a few other things on, like the Ruins of Atar. Show off a new map, because that's something... We've gone through the roster pretty well, but the weapons and the maps we still have a lot to show off. Okay, so somewhere up this way still, there was a call back. We'll make our way over. Okay, it's actually, wow, on this small archipelago. I'm not really used to small things, like anything really spawning on these smaller, tighter areas. Well, that's alright for us, we can work with that. Yeah, see, like, what does the camouflage even do if they can see you that far away? I don't know, I feel like the sensitivity on number of the mods is a little too high even at its default values. Well, we'll keep going for a while and then see what you guys think, too. It wouldn't be so bad if you... Actually, I think I have the view range up to full, don't I? I was going to say, maybe if I don't have a full view range, that might explain that a bit more, but I'm actually not sure what I have the view range set on for Carnivores Genesis. Because I don't think I've ever really seen any of the issues with, like, the foliage fading in and out. Or, well, not fading in and out, but kind of. I mean, if you want to go for a swim, sure, you're just kind of making it easy for us now, though. Even with them all the way out there, I still want to be a bit closer to make sure he doesn't go out of our sights too easily. So we basically had a Dilophosaurus way out there saying, no, we're not going to play your game. Lord, I don't know if I actually got him or he's still swimming somewhere out there. Like, I don't see him on the seabed. So my guess is that he's still swimming out towards the edge of the map. I'm surprised the AI will do that. Yeah. Why is this week turning into a bit of a bust as well? Okay. I guess we'll go for a little bit of a jog and try to find at least one Dilophosaurus so that we can say we actually got some points this week. But, man, not going how I thought it would. I guess it's kind of a sign that I gotta slow down and revisit everything we've kind of gone through already and start farming up a bit more. It's always things about the Carnivores mods. Sometimes the points curve don't feel like they're really that well rounded in a way. I don't think Genesis is too bad, but you definitely feel if you can get, like, the further animals on the roster, you need the further weapons as well, because they have the power you need to take them down. Okay, well, maybe we can get one in... Okay, I got 2 shots left in this. So I think that should be enough to take down a Dilophosaur. Okay, you're up there. I just need you to decide to get angry at me and come after me. Which might not be too hard to do if I can get a shot off. God darn it. Okay. I do not know if either shot actually landed on it, but we're going to go chasing after it. I want to try to get at least something this week. Come on. I don't know if it's the same Dilo or a different one, but at least there's something supposedly nearby this way. Okay, right down there. There we go. Finally something. Well, at least at some point. So, we're going to head back with this now that we actually got an animal. And then we'll look at what next week will be. Okay, so we're back in the menu. So yeah, I think it's mostly been... I've been trying to pressure through with a lot of the roster going down into the more unique stuff to the mod. Whereas I gotta start going now to the maps. So we're going to probably do Ruins of Atar. Oh, we could actually do like Crossbow 2 with a number of animals. Yeah. Yeah, we could have a lot of animals we could go after using some stuff like that. So we're going to switch gears from going after the roster here. Well, we are down to the last 3, so really covered a lot of that. Now we're going to focus on the weapon side and the map side. And the maps, we've got a lot to go off and see. But in the meantime, thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores Genesis. I do wish I was a bit of a better hunter, so you guys could have seen a little bit more of the Carnos and gotten a good look, but I guess this is going to be like our manipulators for Carnivores Genesis. It's our arch enemy that we're going to have to work and build and skill and train for. But in the meantime, thank you guys very much for joining me. If you have any comments, tips, tricks, or anything at all, be sure to leave them right down in the comments below. I'll always try to respond to any questions or feedback as soon as I can, and hopefully I will catch you all in the next episode. Please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.